I told you that the reason why your manifestation isn't working has nothing to do with your affirmations, has nothing to do with your journaling, has nothing to do with your visualization, has nothing to do with your vision board, and it has nothing to do with your mindset. Okay, everybody that's talking about manifestation is leaving out this one fact, one simple thing. And once I discovered what that simple thing was, I was able to move across the world in less than just 6 months. And also, I live an abundant life. So that means money comes to me every single day abundantly. Okay? If you want to know how I did that, stick around. I'm going to break it all down for you, okay? Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to my channel. I'm LaQuisha, and I have literally tried every single manifestation tool there is. Okay, I have literally wrote stuff down 369 times. I have said stuff in the mirror. I created vision boards. I've said affirmations every morning before I went to sleep. I've done it all, y'all. I promise you, I have done it all. But there was one piece that was missing that nobody told me about. None of the manifestation videos, none of the manifestation coaches, none of the spiritual pages, nobody was talking about this. Once I realized, oh my God, this is the main piece to manifestation. And when it comes to manifestation, there is a lot of myths that comes up, okay? One of the myths about manifestation is you just have to keep saying affirmations all the time. Affirm this, and I am, as long as you say I am, it's going to bring it into your existence. That's not true. Because I am is just a suggesting to the universe. You can suggest that I am wealthy. But do you believe that? Not only do you believe that, are you operating from that frequency? Another one is obsessing with angel numbers. Oh, my manifestation is coming because I see 222. My manifestation is coming because I see 444. And you just don't do anything. You just sit there and you wait. Just because you keep seeing angel numbers, you think this is confirming that your manifestation is coming, and it's not. While angel numbers is a beautiful connection to the universe, and it's one way that the universe communicates with us, not saying that your manifestation is on the way. Okay? Another thing that kind of gets me is thinking that manifestation works like magic. Like all I gotta do is visualize that I have $1 million. And as long as I keep visualizing it, then it's just gonna magically appear, right? No, wrong. That's not what happens. It's gonna take more than your visualization. It's gonna take more than your affirmations, okay? It's going to take more than just your mindset. It's going to take more than you just believe in it. Here's the thing. Manifestation is about your frequency, right? It's about vibrating high. So if you are wanting to live like a millionaire, and I keep saying this because this is what a lot of people are trying to manifest, becoming a millionaire or just having a lot of money or becoming wealthy. You know what I mean? My manifestation was becoming wealthy or becoming a millionaire at first, but once I decided that I did not want to no longer be in America, my manifestation changed. It changed from me being a millionaire to me moving across the world with my 2 cats, okay? And I'm gonna show you how I did that, okay? Because manifestation is about your frequency. You do have to raise your frequency and your vibration to meet where you are trying to go. So for me, if I was trying to move to Thailand, I needed to become that person who lived in Thailand abundantly with her 2 cats. Okay, so it took more than just me writing this down over in my journal. It took more than me just seeing myself here. It took more than me just believing that it would happen. What I learned to do was use 5 of my senses. And I'm saying 5 because we have more than 5, right? But I use just 5 of my senses. I used to see. I use the hear, I use the taste, I use the smell, and I also use the touch. Okay? Now, here is why this works. Manifesting is more than just about positive thinking. Your brain actually experiences the world through your five senses. Everything you remember, every emotion that you feel is processed using those senses. It's processed using your sight, your sound, your smell, your taste, and your touch. When you intentionally engage all of your five senses while visualizing your future, you, my friend, are creating a more richer experience for your brain to remember. I didn't realize that this was the way to go. After doing everything that I've done, I had no idea that just using your five senses would be the overall reason as to why your manifestation is working or how fast your manifestation can work. Because I'm not going to say that all the other techniques that I used did not allow my manifestation to come into fruition, because it does. Like, everything else works, but I'm telling you, using these five senses literally made things speed up. Okay, I had been going through the worst time of my life for a whole year. When I tell you, everything that I thought couldn't go wrong went wrong. But even before all of that, I've always manifested. I've always wrote down things. I've always used affirmations. I've always created vision boards. And some of the things came true. Some of the things I put on my vision board, I was able to see in the real world. You know what I mean? Some of the things that I was visualizing, I was able to see. Some of the things that I was writing down in my journal did come true. However, when you want something huge, right? Like, for you, it may be becoming a millionaire. For you, it may be finding love. For you, it may be getting married, having kids. For you, it may be being able to take care of your family. You know, but for me at that time and place where I wanted to get out of America. I wanted to move to Thailand, but not only move to Thailand, I wanted to be able to live in Thailand and make money from my phone. Because you cannot live in Thailand and work in Thailand. You have to have a remote source of income or some type of passive income to where you will be able to make money from your phone or your laptop or whatever, you know. So that's what I wanted. And I started crossing out some of the things that I had wrote down that I thought I wanted, and then I realized that's not what I wanted. I started to cross some things out and replace it with moving to Thailand or something referring to Thailand, because I was so adamant and I was so sure that this is what I wanted to do. Nobody talks about the five senses method. You know what I mean? Nobody talks about how we experience the world, or our brain experiences the world through our five senses. It's the reason why we have five senses. It's how we experience the world. Your memory bank in your mind, it stores, and more than just what you're taking in through your visualization. It's more than just about what you're seeing. You can't just use you can, let me not say you can't, because you can do whatever you want to do. But when we're talking about manifesting, okay, when we're talking about manifesting your dream life, because that's what I did. I literally manifested my dream life in Thailand, okay? I'm literally living in Thailand right now. I make money from my phone. I get up and do whatever I want to do whenever I want to do it. Using your five senses is just a different, it's like a different type of ingredients as it concerns manifestation, okay? Because like I said, we don't just experience the world through visualization. We don't just experience the world through our eyesight or what we can see in our mind or what we believe in our hearts, okay? We experience the world by our touch. We experience the world by what we taste. We experience the world by what we hear. We experience the world by what we see as well. Your memory bank is taking in all of this information from what you can feel, from what you can see, from what you can touch, from what you can taste, and also from what you can feel and hear as well. That's why believing is more important. When you think about it, like, yo, we really experience the world through 5 of our senses, or all of our senses, but just the 5 that we know of, because there's more senses I believe that we have, but the 5 that we have on the physical realm are seeing, tasting, touching, hearing, feeling. We experience, our brain, it was programmed to experience the world using these 5 senses. So when we are trying to manifest something into our reality, we need to tell our brain how it's gonna feel, not just emotionally, but like physical touch. We need to tell our brain, how is it going to smell? How is it going to taste? What am I going to hear? You need to tell your brain these things when we are trying to manifest our future selves. I'm gonna just give you a little bit of what I wrote down and what I continue to repeat to myself. So the first sense I used was seeing, right? And I said something like, seeing the beautiful views from my home. Okay, that's telling my brain what I can see. That's me visualizing it. Okay. Also, I said, smelling the lovely flowers of the land makes my heart smiles. That was the smell part that I used. Hearing the waves of the shores. Hearing, okay. Tasting, I said, the taste of the fresh fruit and food. Okay. I also said, feeling how warm the sand is on my feet. Okay. Those things is what helped me like speed up that manifestation, because I'm not going to sit right here and tell you that just because you don't use your 5 senses that your manifestation is not going to happen. But I will say that it is delayed because you are not using your 5 senses. Okay. So once I used all of my 5 senses, right? So this was like a life statement that I created. And I wrote all of this down as if I was already living here in Thailand. And I continue to say this every morning. I woke up and before I went to sleep. I also recorded myself saying this. And I also created a short video on Canva where I actually inserted pictures of Thailand and a lot of other things that I was visualizing or that I was saying in my life statement, because I feel like that visualization, you could visualize in here as well, but for me, I wanted to make it more simple for my brain, right? Because sometimes we can't see what we've never seen before. Like, I've never been to Thailand before, so I really didn't know how Thailand looked. I didn't know about how the food looked. I didn't know how the food smelled. You know what I mean? So I actually had to go into Canva and search videos of Thailand so that I can tell my brain, this is what I want. Okay? Because I've seen it on TV before, you know what I mean? But it's like, I had to like I don't know. I just felt like it was something about that. I think what I created was like a mind movie is what they call it. A mind movie. Creating a mind movie is it helps more than just a vision board. I created a vision board too. And some of the stuff on my vision board definitely came true. Like, for instance, to get here, I traveled on Qatar Airlines. And I made a vision board back in 2024 where the Qatar airplane was on my vision board. At that time, I had no idea what Qatar Airline was. I had never traveled internationally. This is my first time traveling internationally in my life. I've been on a cruise and I went to Jamaica, but I had never traveled across the world on a plane. And that was the first time I've done that. And it literally took me 6 months. I'm saying all this to say, stop believing everything you hear about manifestation, okay? I want you guys to do this. I want you to, if you are somebody who is trying to manifest something, I want you to write a life statement. In your life statement, I want you to write it as if you are already living this life that you want to live. Okay? I want you to include your five senses. How does it smell? How does it taste? How does it sound? What do you see? What do you feel? Okay? Use these five senses. So for instance, if you're wanting to like manifest a husband, imagine how he smells. Imagine how his lips feel and taste on yours. Imagine how he feels. Imagine how his voice sounds. So use all of those five senses. If you were trying to manifest money, because I feel like when you're manifesting money, you really have to have a deeper reason as to why you want this money. Because you can be wanting to manifest $10,000, but why? What are you using it for? What is it going towards? What is it benefiting you in your life? And so once you answer that question, take that and use that and create your life statement. So if your $10,000 a month is for you to be able to take care of your family, use taking care of your family as the underlying reason why you want this amount of money, and use that and create your life statement and include your five senses. Okay? I really, really want you guys to practice this, and I would love for you to come back to this video and comment and let me know if anything that you tried to manifest came to fruition and how fast. Because I guarantee you, if you do this, it's gonna come. Okay? It's gonna take some believing too. You gotta believe that it's gonna work. You have to believe. You got to believe, because that's a feeling from within. That's another sense that we don't use on our physical realm. You know what I mean? Like, we can say we're believing, but in the spiritual realm, are you really believing? Because when you say you believe, do you automatically stop believing when something happens? You know what I mean? Like, if something was to come up, for instance, my travels got delayed. The day that I was supposed to, I didn't get here when I was supposed to get here. I was supposed to get here in January, but I didn't get here until May. And that's because there was a war that was going on in America, and Trump was doing all this bombing and stuff like that. So it kind of delayed my plans. But because my plans were delayed, that did not stop me from believing. And see, that's the test that the universe will throw at you too. The universe will test you and see, like, okay, do you really want this? How bad do you really want it? What if something happens that kind of throw a wrench in your plan? Will you continue to believe? Or will you just say, you know what, this is not working? But that push that you give yourself to keep believing, even when things on the physical realm doesn't seem like it's working, child, I'm telling you, that's when it is working. When you put together a plan and it starts to look like it's falling apart, it's not falling apart. I promise you it's not falling apart. I promise you it's still working. You just have to continue to believe. This is the resilience that you have that is going to take for you to manifest your dreams into reality. Okay? I really, really hope that this helps someone that is going through what I had to go through. I was homeless last year. I was sleeping on my friends' couches. I had no money. Y'all, I was in the worst shape that I have ever been in my life. And all I wanted to do was become rich. I just wanted to get rich and get out of the situation. But then I found that I had to find a deeper meaning behind being rich. Why? Why do I want to be rich? Just to get out of the situation? It's gotta be deeper than that. Okay? So if you have any questions, if you want to know anything about what I did and exactly how I manifested living my dream life in Thailand in just 6 months, comment the word mindset below. And I'm going to send you something that will help you get out of this situation that you are in. Okay? All right, guys, that is the rant for today. I hope this was some type of inspiration to you. I hope that this kind of made sense to you. I will make another video, a long form video, and I'm gonna break everything down. I'm gonna break it down into steps. But if you want that video, then let me know. If you want a more detailed video about how you can manifest using your 5 senses, comment below if you want the full step-by-step guide, okay? And I'll make sure to get that for you, okay? I'll make sure to, because I'm just doing this little rant because I just want to share this with y'all. I just feel like I don't want to be a gatekeeper of, you know, what the actual missing piece to manifestation is. I want to be able to share that with you guys, and I want you guys to be able to manifest your dream life as well, okay? So if this video brought you any kind of value, I ask that you would like this video, comment on this video, and share this video with some of your friends or some of your family members who might be trying to manifest as well, okay? If you want more videos about manifestation and mindset, then go ahead and hit that subscribe button, okay? Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate you guys, and I will see you in the next video. All right, have a good day. Bye.